Hello friends, this is Casey at the Bodie's Homestead, and in today's video I'm bringing you an article, California Drought, West Marin Cattle Ranchers Facing Dire Water Shortages. Marin County. When it comes to the drought, the situation for agriculture has gone from worrisome to downright scary, and anyone who plans on eating beef this year will likely feel the effects as well. In West Marin County's cattle country, the outlook is especially bleak. It's a little hard for Mike Giamona to believe as he rumbles across his West Marin cattle ranch. The grass should be green and waist high at this time of year. Instead, his cattle are foraging through inch-high stubble. We're seeing conditions now that we would see in July and August, said Giamona. So what's August and September going to bring us? We don't know, and it's scary. But the biggest problem isn't the grass, it's getting enough water up to the cattle so they don't die of thirst. Natural springs that would normally refill the water troughs have slowed to a trickle or dried up completely. Some ranchers are already trucking in water, bringing back memories of the drought of 1976. I remember my dad hauling water back then, but not much. The old ranches that are around here say this is far worse than what they saw in the 70s. Far worse is what they're saying, explained Giamona. But Giamona is luckier than most. He has a small reservoir on the west side of his property that has run about 5 miles of pipeline to be able to refill the troughs on the east side. Without that, the property would be useless as pasture land. He got help from the Marin Agricultural Land Trust, or MALT, MALT, which is offering farmers grants up to $15,000 to try and survive the drought. We started the next day. As soon as they gave us the thumbs up at 7 o'clock in the morning, we started laying pipe because we were that close, said Giamona. I mean, it speaks of the urgency of the needs right now, said Malt Stewardship Program Manager Eric Rubenstahl. The urgency is high, and people need water yesterday. So the faster we can move with our resources and our money and technical assistance, the better it is for the landowners out there. Giamona says he and other ranchers will sell off some of their herd for slaughter, which will temporarily flood the market and drive prices down. Okay, this is interesting. Pay attention. But then the price of beef will likely skyrocket anywhere from 20 to 50%. Okay, friends, so this is happening all over the state of California. In fact, this is happening all over the West Coast. I know my videos are targeted in California because I live here and I know a lot about what's going on, but honestly, all of the cattle ranchers on the West Coast. That could be Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Arizona, New Mexico, even some places in Texas. Okay, all of the West Coast is seeing this horrible drought and are having to sell off. Oh, Colorado, having to sell off some of their cattle. Like a bunch of people in California are selling off their cattle to people in Colorado because Colorado is looking a lot better than California. So, Giamona says he and other ranchers will sell off some of their herd for slaughter, which will temporarily flood the market and drive prices down, but then the price of beef will likely skyrocket anywhere from 20 to 50%. One question that emerges is what will happen if this kind of drought becomes the new normal. I don't know, honestly. I don't know, says Giamona. You probably won't see a lot of agriculture surviving this, is my guess. We don't want to think about that too much, but it's a reality that we have to. Malt's doing what it can, but as a nonprofit, its donated funds are limited. They say government funding could help keep some farmers and ranchers going for now, but if next year is also dry, it may not even matter. Okay, guys, so that's the article. Thank you so much for watching. Be thinking about putting back beef. Fill your freezers. Do a lot of canning. Canned beef can sit on your shelf for, 5 years plus. So be thinking about putting back some beef because this is, you heard it here. So, all right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.